Email marketing is still driving $40 on average for every $1 invested for businesses across all industries. But that's only if you follow the 4 hacks I'm sharing today to drive sales from email marketing every time. And in case you don't know, I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow and has specifically driven thousands and thousands of dollars in revenue from email marketing campaigns for businesses just like you. And we did it by following these 4 steps. Starting with number 1, write a bulletproof subject line. How do you do that? I'm going to show you how in a second. But it's important to start with the subject line because if the subject line doesn't make your customer want to read the email, the rest of everything else that you have in the body doesn't matter because nobody's ever going to see it. So don't bother moving on to any of these other steps if you don't have this one nailed down. And you can tell if your subject lines are working or not by looking at your open rate. Of all the people that you're sending emails to, how many people are opening them? It varies per industry, but if your open rates are lower than 8%, I would say, then you've got some room for improvement. So how do you write a bulletproof subject line? The easiest way to do it is to run through this checklist. You have to be able to confidently say these 4 things about your subject line. It's customer focused, it gives value, it passes the spam filters, and it hooks your audience. A lot of businesses struggle because they only incorporate 1 or 2 of these, but your subject line needs all 4 things in order to work. A customer focused email takes a subject line like this: our dishwasher has the new Cleaner Turbo 3000, and turns it into this: dishes clean in 1 wash with no pre-scrubbing in the sink. Can I get a hallelujah? But do you see the difference? Instead of highlighting product features, you're highlighting the benefits your customer receives from those features. And a lot of times in doing this, you knock out the second thing on the checklist at the same time, which is to give value. If you're giving value, it means you're addressing a pain point your customers struggle with or a goal that they want to achieve, and you're providing a solution for that. In this example, only having to wash dishes once is the goal, and having to basically pre-wash dishes by hand before putting them in the dishwasher is a pain point that they struggle with. We're tackling both and saying, hey, you don't have to do that anymore with this product. Now, in order to pass spam filters, you first have to know what triggers spam filters. So here are the top 6 things to avoid in your subject line so that your emails don't get sent into spam. Number 1, money-related words like free, earn, million, winner, guaranteed, get rich quick, earn extra cash, income, make money fast, earn X dollars per week, and so on. I'm sure you ignore emails in your own inbox that have those words in them, so don't put them in yours. Number 2, click or clickbait related words like click here, click to claim, download now, open this, etc. Number 3, words in all caps. Not only is that a spam trigger, but it's also just obnoxious. Along with number 4, which is excessive punctuation, especially a bunch of exclamation points. So don't do that either. We want to convert your audience, not annoy them, right? Number 5 are limited time words like limited time offer, this won't last, expires soon. And number 6 are urgency words like act now, urgent action needed. So if you avoid using those words in your subject lines, you should prevent your emails from landing in spam. And then lastly, your subject line needs to hook your audience. Your subject line might follow everything else on this checklist, but if it does not grab their attention, it's not going to do its job. Now, following steps 1 and 2 of this checklist will do most of the legwork for you on this, because if you're addressing something that they care about, that in and of itself will usually get their attention. You just want to make sure that you're framing it the best way possible in this step. For instance, we could send an email to our leads that says, grow your business quickly with social media ads, which technically addresses a goal that they have to grow and maybe a pain point they have in wanting to do it quickly and not slowly. But what if we rewrote it to something like this? This business generated over $391,000 in 30 days with Facebook ads. Here's how. We're still addressing the goal of growth and we're still overcoming their pain point of slow growth, but it's more specific with tangible numbers, and we're promising value by telling them how we did it. Now moving on to step number 2, we need to deliver on that value. If someone clicks on your email because of your awesome attention-grabbing subject line, but then they open it and they're disappointed with what they find in there, not only are they going to click out immediately, but they've now had a negative interaction with your brand. So the chances of them ever opening another email from you are slim to none because they didn't get what they thought they would get based on your subject line the first time. Your subject line deceived them. So why would they trust what you're promising in any of your other future subject lines? You do not want to overpromise and underdeliver here. So make sure whatever you're promising in the subject line is exactly what they get and then some in the body of the email. And then there are some additional things you can do to make the body as easy to consume as possible. Format your sentences in a way that are skimmable and easy to read. Because let me ask you this, do you think people's attention spans are getting shorter or longer? shorter. Exactly. So even if you are delivering on the value that you promised, they still might not read it if it's formatted as just a big chunk of text. You want to aim for quick dopamine hits here of value that are visually easy to consume. And one thing that can help with this is having a program that provides visually attractive email templates and lets you see how the email will look as you're crafting it, like Marketing Tank. If you've never heard of Marketing Tank, we use it for every single one of our clients, and it's honestly the hidden gem behind our $1 million email campaigns. So I can show you a super quick demo. Once you're logged in, you can go to marketing on the left, email at the top, and then select templates. You can choose from the long list of templates already pre-made for you here, and you can then customize them any way you want. You can see all the customization tools on the left here. You can use visuals that resonate with your audience, use custom values so that it automatically sends the right info to the right person. For instance, you can set it to address the first name of whoever it's being sent to, or like what we have here, you can enter in custom values for different products so that the right products automatically populate here. You can hit the three dots at the top and hit preview template so that you can see how it would look to the reader as you're editing it. And you can see how it'll look on both desktop and mobile, which is super important because statistically, people check their emails more from their phones than a desktop. So this lets you make sure your email looks great on both. You can add text, images, buttons, your logo, social media links, videos, and whatever else you want with this super user-friendly interface here. So not only do you get beautiful templates pre-made for you, but you also get list management tools so that you send the right emails to the right set of people, automation tools so that you can set up specific email campaigns once that send over and over again on your behalf based on the conditions you set, SMTP setup, verified sending domains, and opt-in management, which all help keep your emails out of spam like we talked about earlier, customized email signatures and branding, and monitoring and analytics, which we'll talk more about in a minute. So if you're not looking for done-for-you agency services, then a do-it-yourself program like this is the next best choice for successfully managing and driving sales from email campaigns. So I will put a link in the description for that if you're interested in checking out Marketing Tank. Moving on to step 3, build your contact list with a lead magnet. You can craft the greatest emails in the world, but if you have nobody to send them to, or if you're sending them to the wrong people, you're going to get 0 sales from it. I've unfortunately seen a lot of business owners who bought their email list from somewhere and then tried to send that list emails, but the list of email addresses that they bought either didn't include real people or their information was illegally or unethically sold in the first place. They didn't opt into your emails, so why would they want what you're selling? The best way to build your email list is with a lead magnet. A lead magnet is a piece of value that you give away for free in exchange for someone's contact information. So let's say you install and repair gutters on homes. You can run a Facebook ad that offers a free home checklist homeowners can download and follow to prepare for the rainy spring. They give you their email address for it, and the checklist is automatically emailed to them. They get the value they wanted, and now you have their email address to which you can send follow-up emails to because they've opted into receiving emails from you. You can also rest assured that they are qualified customers who could actually use your product or service because the lead magnet they've opted in to receive is relevant to what you offer. So while yes, it does take ad spend to do it, you need to build a qualified email list by running social media and Google ads that advertise a relevant and valuable lead magnet. If you were going to buy an email list from somewhere else anyway, you were already going to be spending money to acquire a list. This way is just more effective and legal. And then the fourth step to drive sales from email marketing every time is to track your leads from first click to conversion and beyond. People on average need to have 7 interactions with a brand before they feel comfortable and confident enough to make a purchase, especially if it's a newer, smaller brand. Business owners often get excited because they're generating leads through social media ads and their lead magnet. They're getting that first email sent out, but then that's where everything stops because they're not following up with more value like they should. A bulletproof email campaign is going to track a lead from start to finish. You can say, okay, they opened this email that talks about pain point A, but then they didn't open this one that tackles pain point B. So let's send them another email regarding pain point A again. Or if you're in e-commerce, if they added things to cart but never checked out, you can send them abandoned cart emails and retarget them with the exact custom products that they were looking at. Again, made easy by programs like Marketing Tank, as you saw, and you can hit them with those emails until they convert. Your email marketing should operate like a funnel, capturing people at the top and nurturing them until they come out the bottom as a customer. Having a program like Marketing Tank gives you the analytics you need to see how that funnel is performing every step of the way. Because if you're not using email insights and analytics to guide your decision making, you're just flying blind, sending random emails and then hoping customers convert. And that is not how to drive sales from email marketing every time. So make sure you're tracking all of your email marketing efforts and making data-informed decisions every step of the way.